Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a blueprint for intentional living. Basically a shortcut, if you will, to a more impactful life experience.
Right, and it really boils down to one core choice, doesn't it? Moving away from just reacting to stuff, living chaotically.
Proactive living, yeah.
To actually consciously creating your life, intentional living. And the bedrock principle here is simple. Life always begins now. This moment is where you decide.
Okay, so you make that choice. What's step one? The sources talk about needing a blueprint first, right? To avoid just drifting along based on what others expect. We need that strong why.
Exactly. You've got to architect the why.
Yeah.
And there's a really powerful tool for this called the Letter from the Future exercise.
Ah, I've heard of this. You write a letter from your future self.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine you're, say, 90 years old, deeply fulfilled. You write back to your present self.
And it's not just about, like, I made CEO, is it? It's deeper.
Much deeper. It's about the quality of your relationships, that sense of inner peace, what you're genuinely proud of looking back. Yeah. And doing this, it forces this almost immediate shift in what you value. You find that future you cares way more about meaning, connection, less about status or just accumulating things.
Right. It crystallizes priorities. It makes them real now.
It commits you to them now. Okay,
Yeah.
so vision lock in. But then there's the doing part. Procrastination is the killer, right? Annual goals. They feel so far off.
Yeah, there's no, like, fire under you. How do you build an engine that actually drives action consistently?
Well, this is where the sources bring in the 12-week year, the 12 WY operating system.
Okay, explain that.
Simple concept, really. You break the calendar year into 4 12-week blocks. Each one is treated like a full year.
4 years in one calendar year.
Yep. And that shorter time frame, it creates massive focus. The deadline is always just around the corner.
Okay, but hang on. Doesn't that just ramp up the pressure? What if I, plan my 12 weeks perfectly, execute like mad, but the outcome, it just doesn't happen? Project fails, client walks, whatever. Isn't that just more failure faster?
But that's the crucial mindset shift with the 12 WY. Success isn't defined by the final outcome. That's what they call a lag indicator.
Like finishing the book or hitting the sales target.
Exactly. Those lag behind your efforts. Instead, success in the 12 WI is about process execution, your lead indicators.
So the things you actually do each day or week.
Precisely. Like making 5 sales calls a day or writing 500 words every morning. Those are your lead indicators. You measure those.
So you aim for consistency on the actions.
Right. The target is hitting, say, 85% or more of your planned tactics each week. That's your weekly execution score. If you hit that score, you succeeded for the week, regardless of the final outcome down the road.
And if the outcome isn't what you wanted?
It's just feedback, valuable data. It tells you maybe the strategy needs adjusting, not that you failed. You executed the plan, now you correct the path based on the results.
That takes a lot of the emotional sting out of setbacks, doesn't it? It reframes it as learning.
Completely. But, even with a great system, external success needs internal stability. You need that feeling of balance inside. Resilience.
Right, the inner game. How do we manage that? Mindfulness, controlling the control panel.
It's about emotional regulation. Really, it's the skill of creating a pause, just a moment, between a feeling popping up and how you react to it.
Stopping that knee-jerk reaction.
Exactly. And a key technique here is cognitive reframing, or reappraisal, some call it. Basically, you consciously choose how you interpret an event to manage the emotion it triggers.
Give me an example, like getting really anxious before a big presentation.
Perfect example. You start catastrophizing, right? It's going to be a disaster. Everyone will hate it.
Yeah, the downward spiral.
So cognitive reframing means stepping in and challenging that thought. Asking yourself, okay, what's actually the most likely outcome here? What's a more realistic view? Maybe it won't be perfect, but a disaster. Probably not.
So you're actively questioning the distortion.
Yes. It lets you feel the anxiety, acknowledge it, but not let it dictate your actions or completely derail you. You might still feel stressed, but you don't let it paralyze you. You manage the response through your values, your long-term goals.
Okay, so putting it all together, we've got the deep why from the future letter, the execution power of the 12-week year focus on process, and this internal skill of emotional regulation.
Exactly. When you combine these pieces, the vision, the values, the 12 WY system, the regulation techniques, you basically build this integrated toolkit, a sovereignty toolkit, you could call it.
Sovereignty, like personal control.
Yeah. It's your defense system against all the noise, the disturbances, the toxic beliefs the world throws at you constantly. Helps you stay aligned.
So the final thought for you, the listener, is really about choice. Are you going to keep reacting, living according to everyone else's agenda, or use these kinds of tools to build consciously based on your own personal constitution? That work, that choice, it really does begin right now.